Hi, I'm Jacob Baldwin, and for CUTV Sport, a quick look at today's leaderboards after the second day of May Bumps 2016. I think we can all agree that it was another fine day of boatying down at the riverside. Starting with the women's 4 division, Wolfson W2 continued their majestic rise up the river from the bottom of the board. They're up 5 places so far, today bumping the joint Lucy Cavendish and Hughes Hall W3. Elsewhere, Clare W4's bad luck continued for a second day as they were overbumped by Homerton W2, and there was a magnificent double overbump of Churchill W2 on Darwin W2, with both the Murray Edwards and King's boats bumping before them. And Magdalen W2 continue their steady rise. They've bumped both days so far. If they repeat that performance, they'll be eligible for their blades. We'll have to see how they perform against Clare W3 tomorrow. In the women's 3 division, Clare Hall W1, Pembroke W3, St Edmunds W1 and Keys W2 continue their quests for blades, while the bad luck continued for Anglia Ruskin W1, Selwyn W2, 1st and 3rd W2 and Christ's W2 crews. And the women's 2 division saw the rise of Corpus Christi W1, who overbumped as the sandwich boat yesterday, cementing a firm place in the division, today bumping Queen's W2. The division was rather bump heavy, successes for Lucy Cavendish and Hughes Hall W1, Robinson W1, Newnham W2, Darwin W1, Trinity Hall W1 and Fitzwilliam W1. Some very happy crews, I'm sure, in that division today. At the top end of the women's divisions, just one boat is still up for blades. That's Magdalen W1, who entered the division just yesterday. They today bumped King's W1. Along with bumps today from Jesus W1 and Clare W1, Downing W1 retained the headship of the river. Only time will tell if they keep the top spot for another year. There was a re-row for Churchill W1 and Lady Margaret W1, but ultimately both crews rowed over and kept their positions for another day. With the male boats, we saw bumps today from 1st and 3rd M5, Lady Margaret M5 and Pembroke M4, all still up for blades. Indeed, Lady Margaret M5 is performing rather better than their M4 boat, who were bumped again today by Robinson M3. And in that division, Pembroke M3 bumped twice, first on Queen's M4 and then as a sandwich boat in the next division on Selwyn M3, moving them up a notch in the rankings. The male 4 division sees the success continue for Keys M3 and Hughes Hall M2, who both bumped again today, while Jesus M3 finally bumped themselves into the next division. Many crews rowed over in the 3rd male division, but Fitzwilliam M2 must be feeling pretty chuffed to continue the winning streak after their overbump yesterday. It's the same story in the 2nd male division today, though. Special mention to Clare M2, Wolfson M1 and Lady Margaret M2, who all bumped again today, keeping them eligible for blades. However, in M1 there was plenty of action. Christ's M1 has an uncertain position in the division, being bumped again by the rising stars of Girton M1, while Selwyn M1 today bumped St Catherine's M1. Further bumps from Emmanuel M1, Peterhouse M1 and Clare M1, while the top of the river remains static and Keys M1 retaining the headship. The Pegasus Cup is awarded based on the aggregate number of places gained or lost by a college's boats. Christ must be looking for morale somewhere. 5 of their 6 crews have been bumped both days, and the boats have amassed a 13-place loss in total. Corpus Christi lead the way, though, with a score of 24 and an aggregate change of 6, closely followed by Peterhouse and Hughes Hall. Despite the headships staying with Downing and Keys for another day, just a few places below them it seems to be all to play for this year, and day 2 was certainly chock full of surprises and plenty of triumphant bumps.